Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest all of war Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Quest Triumph. On the right side, as the Nightlords, we've got Kubini. On the left side, as the Sisters of Battle, we have got Grindan. Grindan will be opening up a couple of missionaries, a Sorcerer's Convent, and a Pristine Sanctuary. Whereas Kubini is going to go for a Dark Magos, Squad of Furies, a Storm Barracks, as well as a Raptor Scout Claw. This is an absolutely fantastic map for the Nightlords. As some of you may be aware, the Raptor Scout Claws and a couple of other infantry units can do a little bit of a stealthy maneuver by hiding and going infiltrated in cover positions, although bearing in mind that this little crater over here and this little crater over here is not cover. It looks like cover, it should be cover in theory, but no, it's a lie, it's all lies. So yeah, plenty of cover for them to hide in, and also lots of terrain for them to jump over for their swift maneuverability. Now, Sisters of Battle, they're going to have a little bit of a difficulty considering that their two capping units in the early game are missionaries. Just lonely men in bold purple and gold. Gotta love their styling as they go about their holy and lovely business, I guess. And the Nightlords, they're like an unfair fight. There's two boys going around capping things, and when they see a missionary on their own, they're definitely going to be slapping him around upside the head. But thankfully, a couple of Seraphim squads will be coming out, which are more than capable of keeping on the toes of the Nightlords with their jumping capabilities as well. We'll spot these Raptor Scout Claws on their own and scare them away as best they can. Although now they're infiltrated, can't do anything. Look at them. Blooming crafty buggers, these Raptor Scout Claws that they are. I'm going to go to Northern side. They've seen a missionary on his own, and he's just an old man. Leave him alone. He's just trying to kneel in peace. God, that must hurt his knees there. I would not be caught in such a position at his old age. But you know what? He does it for the Emperor. Bad cartilage in your knees? No worries. As long as he got faith, that's the main thing. Almost going to get him down. He's going to try and reposition himself. And can they actually get him down? Just in the nick of time. Able to slice him open as the building just collapsed on top of them. Although not being able to deny that strategic point. Bit of a problem. After all, they lost one Scout Claw, and they do cost 50 blue to reinforce. Remarkably fragile as well. So definitely don't want to be losing those guys in a prolonged kind of engagement. You have the Captain, who is a remarkable duelist, always looking for other commanders to go toe-to-toe with. And against quite a lot of other commanders, he will win. And the ones that can't win, well, he could just run away from, in true Nightlord fashion. But no matter where the Nightlords go, the Seraphims will be hot on their heels. And two quite sizable squads as well. In fact, looks like that Grindan is going to reinforce these ladies to maximum capacity. But rather than Kubini gonna double... Yeah, rather than him... Oh, what's the phrase? Doubling down on more Raptor Scout Claws, he's instead going to go for a couple of Terror Marines. That will help him with the... I mean, it'll lose maneuverability. It'll increase his overall firepower. And if he wants to fight around these covery positions, that will do him a mighty fine job. After all, the missionaries are what the Sisters rely on for early game infiltration detection. And they kind of die a little bit quickly, don't they? Furies are being bombasted by the ladies in close combat. A good old kick across the face will do them justice. And a squad wipe of those Furies are down. Only really go for those Furies for capping units, considering that they are a bit shite in all things apart from capping. They are a bit cheaper than your Raptor Scout Claws. Second squad of Terror Claws. And if they go for their Terror Grenades, that will definitely help them break the morale of the Seraphins. Raptor's doing a bit of a dozy-do, almost dying in full sway there. In fact, even Seraphins unsure of which direction that they've gone. Umming and ahhing, losing them in the snare. As the Captain sees what he can do. Now, the Nightlords in this match, I assume Tier 2 is going to be quite a decent thing for them, especially if the Seraphims are still online. If they're able to get their Sorcerer out and get a good smite on them, that will do a lot of damage to the squad as a whole. Quite expensive at 50 blue and 5 green to reinforce. More Seraphims there are, the less, or the slower that these Sisters of Battle will get into Tier 2. They have got 2 plasma generators, so that should be doing... In fact, never mind me, they're already on the way into Tier 2. Ignore everything I was about to say there. And the last of the Raptor Scouts being punched right down, right to the hell's pit from whence they came. Missionary is now here and he can spot them from a mile off. None of their covering mischief will do them any good now. until the missionary obviously then dies. Oh no, he survives! 6 health to boot. Oh no, he's dead now, but he could have survived if he wanted to. Stick person's here, and he's going to set fire to these guys. A little bit of AoE damage to keep them on the back lines, but yeah, it's just cover. That's just... what else can you do? It's a really strong map for the Nightlords. Sisters have really looked out on this matchup. And terror from every which way. Seraphims don't know if they've got any more jumping juice left in their backpacks. Are the Nightlords going for tier 2 at the moment? No, they are not, so they're going to be at quite a significant disadvantage. Current economy is 74 and 20. Compared to 74 and 20, it's all even Stevens, baby. It's all even Stevens. Gonna have a holy icon on top of that listing post as well. Captain comes from the shadows as a squad of Battle Sisters attempting to contend with the mighty Terror Claws, but they are outnumbered and outgunned. But while the Nightlords are attacking this position, the Sister Battle are doing the exact same down on this side. Going to make sure that the Nightlords don't have access to the majority of the map, as they do have potential to snag all these gubbins. But with your tier 2, what are you going to go for? Oh, of course, it's Celestians. Why would you go for anything else? That makes sense. Decent to the pinch. Good in close combat. Oh, we're going to go and watch from the Nightlord perspective, just so we can see what the units are up to. Yeah, Celestians, good in close combat, good in range. Can upgrade themselves to anti-vehicle should they require it. At this point, do not just take your Seraphins and just decide to start bashing things inside the base. There's nothing defending anything, and all these listing posts are currently tier 1. So just take these angry women, bring them to the base, force the Nightlords to stand in more of a defensive posture rather than rustling your jimmies on your front lines. But coming over here, activating their angelic visage increases the damage that everyone does around them. And because you've got 2 Seraphim squads, you pop one, wait for that to fizzle out, and then pop another. Got to really stop engaging these Nightlords near the cover. Just jump on in, baby. There's a nice wall right here that you could just jump on over. No one will judge you. A bit of base harassment is all part of the game, Grindan. It's all part of the game. He's a wise man. He knows what he's doing. Probably one of the most active players on Dawn of War Unification at the moment. Nary a week goes by without a Grindan game. Nursery Bob. We've got a pristine sanctuary being rebuilt from the sisters. Now, yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's one way to force the sisters back in. Just enter the base. You've got your plasma pistols for damage against heavy infantry. And it's doing a mighty fine job against the plasma generators as well. Sisters are now going to give them a taste of their own medicine. But it will take them a little bit longer, and also these listing posts are now getting upgraded with some shooty bits. Yeah, I don't think this is the base trade that Grindan was hoping for. We'll see some field logistics improvements. Another Celestian squad. And I mean, do you have a choice? You've kind of got to come back, haven't you? But one squad of Celestians. Can 4 women do it? Can they break that glass ceiling with their bolters? Only time will tell. Although, just going to stand in the corner. I mean, fair enough. Oh, that's right, okay, because you've got a Celestian squad inside the base. Even if you're a little bit behind, you've got that anti-vehicle shenaniganery. Which will, yeah, I mean, that will help you catch up quite quickly. Fear through focus, tier 2 on the way for the Nightlords. And is it going to be quite literally a base trade? No, the Nightlords have bottled it. They're going to come back on home. Leaving a couple of Furies behind just to slap down the Ecclesiarchal Chapel, but the Celestians will now see if they can sort them out. Yeah, that wombo combo of Angelic Visage, Inferno Pistols, and the like. I'm going to make sure that these Battle Sisters... In fact, were there any Celestians here? Oh no, it's just Inferno... No, yeah, there is one. There's a couple of ladies there. Well, that's a bit of a problem for the sisters. Oh, sorry, for the Nightlords even. They've lost their production buildings, their research buildings. They are still on their way to tier 2. But no plasma generator left on site. They can now catch these girls in full retreat though. The Seraphins will jump on the back lines. One squad of Battle Sisters sacrificing themselves for the greater good. And these Celestians having to take the long walk home. But thankfully they've got quite heavy armour, so the chance of them getting squad wiped here is nil point. And recapturing their outside bits. Clears the Arcal Servitor, looking an awful lot like the Magos, minus a couple of crab hand thingamajiggies. There's a Lord Captain right in the middle of them. It's like, oh, you can smell me, but you can't see me. Might need to see a confessor. Survive a lot longer than a ripe old missionary will, unless, of course, can fit the missionary in a sister squad. There's the Angelic Visage, and quite an epic engagement potentially. Oh no, the Nightlords, they're fearing it. They think, oh, this is a bit too even for my liking. But now of that missionary, they're all spotted. Now a good surround on them as well. I'm absolutely surprised that we're not seeing any grenades from these Terror Claws at the moment. We're doing them a major boon here. But missionary going to be the focus of their ire. Does fall back, about to lose a whole Celestian squad actually. Now going to turn their attention to the listing post, but the sisters are going to get right back at it. That Storm Barracks is online once again. But they've killed it once, they can kill it twice. And some regular old Battle Sisters. And, oh no, Celestial, oh, you just brought everyone over again. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another listing post soon to be sent reeling into Sad Town. And the captain's not having any of it. He's just not too keen on this whole sisters inside of his base nonsense. But what can he do? Against all odds, the Nightlords have been outmaneuvered quite fiercely. And decaps as well inside their base. In fact, they've currently got just the smallest amount of economy they could possibly have. Going to try and build up a plasma generator. Just because he needs something to do. They do say that the Chaos Gods make work of idle hands. And the moment they come on over, the Seraphims say, peace out, Hermie. A-Town, one love. And oh dear. Sacrificing a glorious last stand in the corner. But they are out and about. So, 2 base bashes to 1 base bash. The sisters still have yet to capture and rebuild all their gubbins here. In fact, do you have any green money incoming? No, you don't. A very scrappy game. Captain has been spotted by that wily-eyed missionary. Although, weirdly enough, although you can see infiltrated units, he does have an eye patch on. So what do about that? God, he looks tired. Send that man to bed. He just wants a nap, bless him. Yeah, 1 eye. Well, they say that maybe, you know, having only 1 eye makes that eye necessarily stronger. Just due to the necessity of it. And are coming back in strength. And there is that powerful Sorcerer Lord. Seraphims going to fly on in. Just the Sorcerer teleport out. A powerful smite. A lot of damage to these models. If they can get a squat, there we go, look at that. That is a major pickup for the Nightlords in this current economy. Inflation has set in. Not the good kind, neither. And the Seraphims are out in this world alone. 1 singular squad won't be doing much, especially when there's no veteran superior. Did you oh no, you rebuilt your pristine sanctuary, but Nightlords killed it. So you can no longer get your Inferno pistols. The Raptor Scout's going to keep these ladies company. As Commander Duos see what they can do. Backhanding one lady. And normally, at this stage of the game, at 14 minutes in, you'd be seeing quite a sizable build-up in unit strength across the board, but we are not seeing that at all. We are just seeing just the dregs. 2 weary armies feebly punching each other. Gotta be careful with this Terror Claw squad. There's 11 models that are currently out of position. Another smite from the Sorcerer there. Almost going to get a squad wipe on their surface. Just focus them down. Laying her hands on the Celestials on the back lines. That'll keep the missionary active. No sneaking around for Nightlords of disengagement. Celestians engage. Glorious hand-to-hand combat. Sorcerer is in there. Not ideal in a close combat scenario, but he does have a little bit of an AoE knockback. And the Celestians just powering on through. So he can't hold us back. We're going to bash your base again, potentially. Whether you like it or not. No army to army in this game. Oh no, they're going to just skirt around the middle bit here. It's surprising no one's gone for the critical location in the centre. I suppose no one's really got the spare models to do anything with. And in hot pursuit, but the pathing isn't being their friends at the moment. As all things at Dawn of War, it usually ends up in a big conga line. Current economy is 62 or 68 and 10 compared to 18 20. That all things considered, that's a remarkably good economy for this match in particular. Has anyone captured their relics? No one's had the time or patience for their relics at the moment. You need every man and woman on deck. More Celestians being chased around. Got an assault. Got to be careful though. Kubini has separated his Nightlord forces. And separated, they won't be that strong for these Faith abilities and Inferno pistols on the go. Plasma generator on the front lines, questionably. But is that just a distraction to keep the listing post online? That might be it. Here they come. All in is one squad to engage with close combat, and then the rest can just fire on in. Granted, the Nightlords are in heavy cover, but this is a lot of fire that they've got to deal with. So falling back. The Nightlord captain is still knocking around. Sister's actually getting a little extra economy from this southernmost listing post. If you pardon the rhyme, the rhyme was not intentional. It was just there, baby. It was just there. Oh no, it's going to happen. Oh, they're going to get round the flanks. Be a long walk home for these Nightlords. They are not designed to take any kind of damage, really. Not like the Celestians can. A big explosion. Doing damage to Nightlord and Celestian alike. What was that from? Was that from the HQ? It's usually when it comes through. Nightlords on town. Acts like a one-shot artillery kind of situation. Long cooldown, you're going to pay for it, but if you don't end up hitting yourself, that's actually quite useful. Was that did the Sorcerer just smite there for a second then? Maybe a bit of a misclick. Thinking that the Celestians were going to keep on keeping on, but they decided not to instead. Now, can you get close enough to shoot up this listing post here on the ridge? Might be able to if you get the vision. Another plasma generator on the go. Listing post for the sisters is down. And here they have their crack grenades. So allow them to run on in, throw a couple of grenades down listing post and run away. They go one boom and another boom. Two grenades, half health. It takes a little while longer to melt the rest of it down. Into the rockcrete slag heap. That building goes. The Terraclaw all armed with their plasma. A lot of them are now getting their plasma guns. An ideal counter to the heavy armor of the Celestians. But don't want to fight them when they're in the heavy cover, or the light cover even. Definitely not. That's a 50% reduction to all incoming range damage. Kind of negates the whole point of having the plasma guns. Now got the Holy Reliquary. So if they can get the Confessor out, we can see some smite and smite action. Sorcerer versus the Confessor. And the Confessor does have a much stronger smite, I do reckon. As well as the AoE buff for everyone nearby. Increasing their damage by 25%. Double ramped scout claws inside the base. And currently no listing posts have been upgraded, so they have got free reign. Almost getting these Celestials down. In fact, might be able to get them down. There we go. That is a pain in the backside. That's not what Grindan wants. How much money have you got saved up? A little bit. Got enough to get a Confessor. And we're all seeing that you had the Vault of Fear. So a Chains of Torment. If you can snag another Sisters unit, That will definitely keep you on the good side. I mean, at the moment, the sisters have really only got... I mean, you've got a couple models, but it's going to look like a potential base trade. We do have some Night Sisters there. If you imagine it's like browsing your favourite website, whether that be YouTube, 9gag, or whatever. We've got day mode and night mode. Gale on Gale action. Are you... Yep, these are redheads, so you know that they mean business. Versus blondes and brunettes. All the Celestians. Don't know where my camera's going. It's going somewhere. Been outnumbered and outgunned. Will fall back. The Nightlords are ready to see if they can kill these Celestians that are on their own at the moment. Fall them back towards your other forces. Wait for that confessor to deploy and join your ranks. 2 squads Celestians. I mean, you're out. In fact, is that 3 squads? 3 squads in total. That is actually quite a remarkable amount of ladies. If they can keep in this heavy cover. And we really do need that confessor there. Just to provide that lich pin. Get them all together. There he is. He's got a probe scully thingy-me-doodad. Of a hold still, young man. Need to get a better look at your model. Powerful beard. He's not a woman, but he's allowed to be part of the army. And a friendly skull probe with a flamer. So stick in with the ladies. Increase their damage. And see what you can do. Firing from the heavy cover. Nightlords run away. But not quite wanting to engage at the moment. Ah, there we go. They're going to turn around. Try to keep out of that confessor's baleful gaze. And that smite comes in, but just as they're running away. That's very unfortunate. Now he's supporting Squadron of Night Sisters. And the numbers are just incomparable. One squad of Celestians have been chained and tormented. They go down. Another squad soon to follow, and Grindan just can't handle it. Nightlords massively outdone him, and might I just say, what a close game that was. Absolutely convinced after the sister battle, went to Nightlord base, just basically destroyed everything. That was going to be it for them, but no. Kubini managing to pull it back out. He built a storm barracks on the back lines, used his already sizable army just to poke and prod and make sure that the sisters stayed away from him, and also denying any kind of serious economy for both players, really. So a really scrappy game all the way through. So cheers, boys and girls, for watching at home, and if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there's also Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As my Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.